we're in game. In the upper right, bunker rushing a Protoss and succeeding, then almost losing. Then coming back, we have Ganzi. Our Protoss player in the bottom left, losing in somewhat of an upset, but still very solid and blowing me away with those PvZ games. I got the cast of him earlier. MC.
A beautiful backdrop here in New York City.
Oh, God, yeah. In New York City. I love it.
It's your city, Tasteless.
My city. No, I absolutely love it, man. New York City is so cool. It's one of my favorite cities.
Yeah, definitely, I would say. Most people as well. Well, let's take a look here. For MC, it certainly looks like he's planning to go for a Nexus first build here. But actually, maybe not. He's scouting at kind of a funny time and going out at 12. But actually throwing down... Okay. It's a little bit of a different build order. A 12 scout into a 13 gate. But he's going to go over scout, and basically he's going to be looking to see, Ganzi, do you have gas or do you not have gas? That is really what you want to scout as a Protoss player early on, because basically that's all the information you can get. You'll see, A, did they go barracks in their main? B, did they go for a command center first? C, did they go for any gases? And that's about all the information you get before a Marine is out and chases you away.
Right, right. So it looks like he's going to have to pull another SCV down here to chase this probe around. The probe able to do so much damage early on to the Terran. And there's really not a lot the Terran could do when it comes to spotting or denying this. If you can do a barracks depot, then get another depot before the probe comes. If they do scout late, I would always advise people to do this, because if you can just block the probe out, there's so many more options, and they're so much more in the dark.
That is right. Well, a Zealot on the way for MC. He's definitely a player that does like to get an early Zealot in most matchups. And a command center going up for Ganzi. Just very standard play by Ganzi. We'll have to see, does he want to go into double gas? Or does he want to go into 2 more Raxes into double gas? Does he want to go 3 more Raxes? That's up to him. We'll see his stylistic choice in a moment. Oh, an eBay. That's pretty neat. Blocking that off, but the quick Zealot of MC makes that much less effective. You know, a lot of times they wait to get the stalker out, and when they do that, that eBay has so much health, it really delays any Nexus from Protoss.
Yeah, I like the eBay move. It's smart. And in case you're wondering why they use why he puts an eBay specifically there instead of for just a depot or something, it's the amount of hit points an eBay has and the cost of the eBay as well.
Yeah. Well, MC definitely going to go ahead and expand right now. It's a very standard opening in response to what Ganzi has done. Ganji's showing us back at home double barracks after the expansion, which means he's going to double gas in just a second. And there it goes. And that's just so that he can begin to tech up, you know, get his reactors, get his tech labs, however many he wants of each, and then go straight into medevacs so that he has just a solid, well-rounded army.
A little bit of scouting going on here. MC's soccer actually being followed by an SCV, although Ganzi is not aware that he's following that SCV, and that's actually the case. Now, looks like center map control still is given to Ganzi. He does have the watchtower. And yeah, they're both going to have to start powering up.
Well, I'm quite interested to see exactly which build MC's going to go for. He just added 2 gates and now a gas. So far this is looking pretty standard, pretty normal. I think he's going to do a 3-gate pressure off of this.
I think so.
Because he is making that sentry, and we haven't seen the robo quite yet. And when you see a delayed robo, oftentimes we're going to see that 3-gate pressure where he's just pushing in, trying to make SCVs come up to the bunker, pick off some SCVs, pick off some Marines, and, you know, if Terran messes up, maybe even kill a bunker.
All right, well, I would not be shocked if MC does do some kind of push like that. I mean, he's so well known. I think he's almost like the father of those force field pushes where you just block off the SCVs from repairing the bunker and just melt that entrance. Now, Ganzi, he did win that last game, but his play has been a little bit wonky. I feel like MC just did a build, and then there wasn't really much he could do to stop that attack from coming.
Well, Marines holding the top of that ramp. Second bunker being put in place. I love the second bunker. Getting ready for the incoming pressure. Now again, this pressure is not meant to kill, just to probe, see what's going on, and perhaps wound. And whoa, that's a lot of reactors going up. That means that his upgrades for his Marines are going to be a little bit slower, but he's going to have more of them. Now, up the ramp goes MC. Looks like he's going to go over here and start to pressure. Oh, I love that. I love that opening. That's going to prevent his SCVs from standing in front of it, which means his Zealots are going to be very useful against the bunkers. Nice micro by MC.
Now what he's doing here is he's just going to let these Stalkers' shields run out with that little attack. And then what he can do is, after that, put the Zealots in front and then have them attack again.
And don't forget, he's making Ganzi lose a lot of mining time right now. Look at all those SCVs just sitting there. And what has he lost? A few hit points on his Stalkers. This is actually a very nice pressure so far by MC. And behind it, he's getting an observer. So he sees what's out front, and soon he'll see what's in the main base as well.
Yeah, this is kind of a funky way to scout, but you can do it. If you're sort of in their face, they're going to have to show you what they have when they're defending, which can therefore tell you what's currently in their base. You might not know what they're making next, but he'll know that soon enough when the observer gets there.
Well, at this point, we do see the SCVs do get pulled back. He's sick of losing all that mining time. And Ganzi, as those medevacs pop out, becomes in a great position, but MC realizes that the timing is done. He can't do any more with this, and he's going to go home.
You know, it's funny. He left the exact moment the medevac had picked up an army of Marines and Marauders and was flying out, which really goes to show you how good MC's game timing sense is. So I believe right around now he could be doing a drop, and as he's walking away that very second, Ganzi picks up the units to move out.
That's right. Well, he has a lot of units in position to actually be able to stop this medevac drop, and Ganzi sees it immediately and turns around. In the meantime, in the center of the map, Ganzi cleaning up any pylons that he finds from MC's warpins. He does have stim combat shields almost done as well, and 4 medevacs out. Now this is a pure Marine army. His +1 is a bit slower than we would see out of Marine King in this situation, but overall the attack is somewhat similar. Just a it's not exactly the same, but this is a Marine King type of style. Now here he goes,
stimming and running in.
And that force field pretty good, but he's definitely going to need some more, and more do in fact go down. Of course, the Marines have pretty good range, so...
Which just allows the medevacs to heal up the Marines so the force fields wear off. And he's going to go for it again.
Wow, another huge stim here. A lot of units for MC, and he does have Blink at this point. But Ganzi with a ton of damage in these Marines. Can he actually overwhelm all the Stalkers? Beautiful warping of Zealots right there. That's going to force those Marines back a bit. But is it going to be enough? Because these Marines are doing so much damage right now, just moving forward, and MC is in a lot of trouble. He's lost a ton of units, and now Ganzi just going after absolutely anything. The probes coming out, but they are going down so fast.
I think this may be the beginning of the end, and it is GG.
Ganzi with another victory here against MC, already up 2-0. Kind of a cool game. Guys, what do you think over there?
That was like the story of almost all the TVPs I've seen recently. 1 Rex expand, 3 racks total, 2 gas. Then you get stim, factory, 2 reactors on your barracks, a reactor on the factory. And then right when you get your first 2 medevacs, you either do a drop or you push. I think he went for the drop because he thought all of MC's units were outside of his base. And then you just try and kill them with the bio. Usually it doesn't work. What I felt like happened there was MC wanted to commit to that attack, then didn't commit to that attack, so he didn't slow Ganzi down as much as he should have. And then in doing that attack like kind of halfway, MC slowed his own tech down so much that it became very hard for him to hold that kind of push off. I think if Blink was done and +1/+1, if Blink and +1/+1 were both done when that push had gotten to his base, he probably would have been able to hold it off.
But really, even in that situation, it's just like a little bit of miscontrol. Like if he doesn't get the utmost out of blink, like all of his stuff is just going to die so quick.
Right. Like the bio plus Medivacs really takes care of Protoss army unless they have Colossus or Archons or Storm or Charge Lots with good upgrades. And so it was just MC needed to buy himself a little bit more time, or he needed to do things a little bit faster, and it just wasn't there. And the pressure that he didn't slow Ganzi down enough to make up for it.
Well, that was a cool build by Ganzi. Good execution. We are ready for game number 3.
Let's do this. Start it up, Artosis.
Starting it up now, Tasteless. Of course, every game in this MLG event matters. Every single one. Even if you lose a series, if you can get that 1-2, it might give you an extra spot, which is very powerful as we get into the bracket stage.
Yeah, absolutely. So, remember, guys, this is round robin. Everybody plays everybody in this tournament, and that's why making them play 3 games, even though he's already won 2. All right, on to the game. In the right, in the red, we have our Terran player Ganzi. Meanwhile,